So for day 14, I'm going to be doing this really cool mummy nail design. So to start off, I'm just going to paint all of the nails black with Perfect Black from Madam Glam. I do 2 coats of this and I cure each coat for 60 seconds. This part of me painting the nails black is sped up a bit, but the rest of the video is going to be in real time. After I get all the nails painted black, I'm going to take this red from Madam Glam called Energize Your Day and this red glow powder and mix them up. This is what I'm going to use for the eyes of the mummy. I was originally going to do like a yellow color for them, but I thought red would make them look a little more spooky. And I wanted them to glow in the dark to make them look even more spooky. So first of all, I grabbed out way too much red. I didn't need this much for the few little eyes that I was doing. And second, this was way too much glow powder for this amount of red. It made it super thick and super grainy, which made it a little bit on the harder side to paint with and really do anything because it was so thick and grainy. I did eventually end up adding a bit more of the gel polish to this mixture to thin it out a little bit so it wasn't so thick and to make it easier to paint with. So now I'm just taking my 11mm liner brush and just painting on the eyes, and here you can really see how thick and grainy that mixture ended up being and how difficult it was for me to get the eyes on. But I did do 2 layers of the red and I cured each layer for 60 seconds. After I got the eyes all drawn on, I went in with my dotting tool and the black gel polish and just dotted on some pupils for the eyes. And I cured those for 60 seconds after getting them all on. And I real quick just want to mention that the yellow-green staining that is on my fingers is from food coloring. So after the eyes are all on, I'm just taking this white spider gel, and this is what I'm going to use to create like the bandages that mummies are wrapped in. So as you can see, I just grab up a string of the spider gel and I'm just kind of going back and forth over the nail, and when I come back over the nail towards the tub, the string that is hanging from the nail down to the tub, I grab that up and use that to go over the nail too, to create like that layered bandage effect that mummies have. And I just keep doing that all the way up until I get to the base of the eyes, and then I do end up flipping the nail around to do the top part of the nail, and I do the same thing on the top. The closer I got to where I was holding the nail, I kept almost getting this spider gel on my fingers, and because I didn't want to get that on my fingers and have it touching my skin, I did end up putting a glove on just in case any did happen to get on me. It wouldn't be that big of a deal because then I would have my gloves. And then once I got all the spider gel on, I did cure the nail for 60 seconds, and then I moved on and did the same thing to the rest of the nails. And then once I was done with the nails, I noticed there were a few spots on these nails where the spider gel kind of just went over a bunch of times and got pretty thick. So I did end up sticking all of the nails in the lamp and curing them for another 60 seconds just to kind of make sure that those like thicker areas were also fully cured and there wasn't any wet gel underneath. And now that all the nails are done, I am just real quick wiping them off with some alcohol because I am going to be matte top coating them. Although I don't really know if like the white from the spider gel would smear and smudge, but I also didn't really want to take that chance. So I did wipe them off real quick, and then I went over them with my matte top coat, and instead of going up and down the nail like you usually would when you top coat, I did go side to side to make sure that the top coat was getting down in between the little gaps in between the spider gel. And then after I got all the matte top coat applied, I cured for 60 seconds. And real quick, just want to show what they would look like if you were to keep them shiny instead of making them matte. And this is what they look like. I think they turned out super cool, and I think this was a way easier way to create a mummy instead of hand painting the bandages on. It also went a whole lot quicker too. I also kind of feel like this looks a little more realistic. Like it actually looks like the bandages are like actually wrapped around instead of, you know, just looking kind of flat and painted on. I mean, I know you could add all the shading and everything to make it look more dimensional, but also not everyone has the artistic abilities to do that. I really think this would be great for beginners too, because all you have to do is take the spider gel and just kind of wrap it around the nail and you have a mummy. You don't have to worry about having, you know, very much artistic skill. I mean, the eyes will probably could be a little challenging depending on the type of eyes you do, but you could make them super simple too. You don't have to do anything crazy. I also feel like they'd look a bit more realistic, like if you had a nudish or like a tan colored spider gel, because then the bandages would look kind of like how a real mummy would look, dirty and old. But I didn't have that. All I had was white, so that's what I used. And then the glowing eyes, I feel, is the coolest part, because you can't see anything else on the nail, just the eyes, and it just looks a little creepy. This is such a fun Halloween set, and it was so fun to do also. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.